I'm going to make this video rather brief, but make no mistake that when looking to spend your hard-earned dollars to bring your Filipina to be with you in the United States on a K1 visa, you need to be sure that the migration agent you use is up to the job. After all, what you're embarking on here is a life-changing event, and you don't want to trust your visa to just anyone, or you may regret it later. As well, it could be rather costly. I can already hear some guys who'll say, just do the visa yourself. But the reality is, this is not their future, it's yours. And if you feel you're not confident enough in having an eye for detail, or aren't confident with this sort of thing, then an agent to guide you every step of the way can make your life much easier and far less stressful. And I'll tell you right here that not all migration agents are equal. Some will happily take your money and provide a very poor service, which can be reflected in the work that they put into your application, or should I say, lack of work. If you've made up your mind that an experienced migration agent is the way to go, and you feel it's a great investment into your future, then you want to only be dealing with the best and not some half-assed operation. That's where Filipino Visa comes into play. I've had the pleasure of having a good chat with one of their experienced managers, and I must say that I was very impressed. Further to this, I've been an affiliate with Filipino Visa for the past 6 months or so, and I've had excellent feedback from several men who have availed themselves of their service, and they all reported being looked after very well with a high quality service. And to me, you can't get any better recommendations than word of mouth by happy customers. Now yes, it is true, at present with the global situation, the embassy in Manila is still not open, but the rest of the applications are being reviewed and still moving forward. Being that a K1 visa will take the best part of a year or more to complete, now is actually a good time to get the ball rolling, because the interview at the embassy is one of the final processes one will go through, so you can be sure by the time your application progresses through to that stage, it will most likely be at least 9 or 10 months down the track. I feel that it's best to get in the queue now, rather than be at the back of even a bigger queue when things get rolling again. Now, a few months back, I did an interview with the lovely Kristine, who's a manager at Filipino Visa, and this is what she had to say around the current situation with K1 visas. Now, a K1 visa's still being processed and granted during COVID right at this point in time. I do notice on the Filipino Visa site, there's been testimonials from people all through 2020 of going to America. But what's happening? Because I'm telling a lot of people are saying to me they're not processing any at the moment, and
Mm-hmm.
some are telling me they're doing emergencies or they're doing just for women with children. So I thought we'd ask you that question and get it from your experience.
Okay. Well, to answer your question, yes. K1 visas are still being processed as long as they have already met in person. I mean, the foreign man, the American man, and the Filipino woman. So, however, of course, they have to wait for the opening of the U.S. Embassy for their interview due to the restrictions being observed from the COVID-19. But for those you see who became approved already, probably the process have been processed, or I mean, it has been proceeded before the lockdown happened, or maybe before the U.S. embassy is closed.
Right. So that's probably a reason why some are getting through and some are not, and
Yes.
so essentially they've got to wait for the embassy in the Philippines to reopen.
Mm-hmm, that's
And
right.
have you heard any information when that might happen, or it's still like everything else in the world? It's all unknown at the moment.
Well, I am unsure. I can't answer that. But based on my experience, my mother is actually going to the US and she's applying for a tourist visa. She was supposed to be interviewed on January 19th, 2021, but it was canceled and moved till I think June or July. So you see the difference of the time difference, how long she will wait before she will be interviewed.
Yes, for sure. So we'll
Hmm.
just sit tight, get your applications going, maybe, and sit tight because they will progress to a certain point, won't they?
Right, that's right.
Yeah. So if you'd like to have a chat to Filipino Visa to see if a K1 visa is the way to go for you and your Filipina at this time, then be sure to click on my affiliate link in the pinned comment and description to book your free initial consultation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.